Hi, I'm Simon, and this tutorial is going to show you how to schedule a Powow meeting. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go to the Powow website and log in. Now if you're a first-time user, then you'll have this request a demo button, and you need to talk to your administrator and get them to give you power user rights, and then you'll have the schedule a meeting button available to you. So now you'll see that I've spoken to my administrator and I've got the schedule a meeting button. So we're just going to click on the schedule a meeting button, and that's going to open up our edit meeting window. So the first thing you need to do is you need to put a meeting name in, and we're going to call this your first Powow meeting. You want to select the meeting type, and what that's going to do is it's going to associate it with a cost centre. It also means that we can do a report on how many meetings by type there have been. Now we're going to select today's date, the default date and time actually, and that's just going to mean that we can start the meeting straight away after we've scheduled the meeting. You want to put any notes in there, and notes can be something like please go to run the system test or anything like that, and that'll go in, or last minute instructions for a participant, and that'll go in as a personalised paragraph to each participant. We're then going to go to the attendees tab. Now if the person you want to invite is registered, then just scroll down and find them in the drop down list. If they're not registered, enter their full email address and press enter, and that will add them as an unregistered user. And then when you save the meeting, an email invitation will go out to them inviting them to the meeting. You want to go to the content tab and import any content from the central library that you might want to have in your meeting, and just import those. You can also upload from your desktop, and it's the same process. You just click on upload from desktop, browse, and select a file to upload into the meeting. Now you can remove any files that you've included into the meeting before you save it, and you can also decide whether or not you want those to be downloadable by people. We then go to the agenda tab, and we want to put some agenda items in. So I like to add 3 or 4 agenda items at once and then just overtype them with whatever the agenda is going to be. Now agendas are quite important because they go out to the people in the meeting invitation, and it lets them prepare for and know in advance what you intend to cover in your meeting. So I'm just going to add a couple more items here, and they are the start meeting button and chat when users arrive. Okay, so when you've done that, you want to go to the advanced tab, and that just lets you dictate if you're not going to be the host and you want to set somebody else as the host, then you select them here. Otherwise just stay with yourself. You can have a meeting recur, so you can have it recur every day, every week, a fortnight, monthly, and when you select something out of there, it'll ask you for an end date, and that lets you dictate that. So I'm not going to do that today. We can also override the cost centre associated by the type. Now we just go back and check our work, check your agenda, check your content, check your attendees, and check your details. Now one thing I forgot to mention was the location button. Now this one's quite important. If you're having a meeting inside New Zealand or Australia, then you want to click the Australasia button. And if you're going outside to America, Asia, Europe, then we want to select the worldwide server. Okay, so when you're happy with all that, save the meeting, and that meeting will now appear in your upcoming meetings with the join meeting button because we selected the default date and time. So if we just click on that join meeting button, we can go in and preview our meeting before anyone arrives. We can see that we've arrived, the host is present, and that we've got our agenda, we've got some documents, and we've allowed those to be downloadable, and we can see who we're expecting to attend the meeting. Now when your attendees arrive, you want to send them a message to say, hi, are you ready to start? Okay, and that will just let them have a chance to reply to you before you start the meeting, so that you know that they're there and they're ready to start. When they'll all go, we just want to click the start meeting button, and that will start our meeting. So you can just exit that before you start the meeting, then you can come back at a later stage. So thank you very much. I hope this has been helpful.